The only reason we exist as a profession is to help our organizations manage the frequency and magnitude of loss from adverse events. It's the only reason we exist. Everything we do should contribute to achieving that mission. We have to express those numerically. You can be on that train or under that train is really kind of the choices I think we face as a profession, like it or not.
As a CISO, if we want to do something new, there's budget involved typically, and dollars and cents, and what's the ROI? And the ROI isn't red. Boards don't talk in that. Executives don't talk in colors. If they're not talking the same language as the board, if there's not a story to be told about impact to the bottom line of the company, why are they presenting? So, and that's
Is it as simple as that? Just sort of walking in and saying, look, this is the financial exposure, and they sort of understand and go, okay? Or do they tend to need more context around it?
My experience has been that given their history with cybersecurity bringing colors to the table, the first time you bring a quantitative analysis, they will have questions. They want to know, how did you arrive at these numbers?
If someone's building their first CRQ program, how do you know that you have good enough to sort of make a decision or present it to, a board or executive?
No, there absolutely is a good enough. And I have never encouraged an organization to, dive headlong into this and try to, count the grains of sand on the beach. That's a recipe for failure. Start with what I call quick and dirty, and that's a relatively simple recipe.
Where does AI and automation fall into all of this?
The large language models that so many of us engage with, the OpenAI, ChatGPTs and Claudes and whatnot in the world. Those models are only good as the training they've received. So a lot of the best practices around risk and measurement again, are math on colors sorts of things. And that's what the large language models have been trained on. So if you ask them to, help you figure out how much risk you have from a vendor or within some scenario or something like that, it will give you an answer, and that answer is almost certainly going to be utter garbage. The good news is you can train these large language models to be very good at this. Now, anybody on this call or watches this who wants a copy of the skill files I've created for Claude, let me know and I'll send them to you. And they're all plain text, so it's, you can examine them and there's no black box there. But, I want to make that offer if anybody's interested in that.